Oh, we're recording.
Oh, hi!
Hey,
We're recording.
welcome to the apocalypse. So funny.
So funny! Apocalypse.
Anyway, I'm Garrett.
I'm Jesse.
Probably don't hit the table. It's probably the mic doesn't like that.
What? Sorry, that
You're
was my last
making
time.
mic pops, and I have to fix them all in post. Then we're not going to be able to post this
I'm
tonight.
sorry. I won't smack the table anymore for this episode.
I
So,
need to silence my phone. Sorry.
how long do you want this episode to last? Since you said our camera was about to die.
Well,
Technically it's your camera.
we're about 45 seconds in, so how long do you want this to last?
I don't know. I could talk for 2 minutes, for 2 hours, 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades. What do you want me to say?
So let's talk about current events.
Current events!
This is the Just Got Home podcast, where
Oh yeah, that's
we
the name of
have
it.
conversations where we just got home. Let's start over. This is bad.
No, it's okay. We're fine. We don't need to start over. It's fine. Only one take.
Stop
I'm sorry.
pounding the table. It's going to make the microphone rattle.
I'm sorry. This is the Just Got Home podcast. And normally, we talk about stuff when we just got home from work, but we will not be working at our normal workplaces for a while, Garrett. And why is that?
Because we are in the middle of the coronavirus.
We're in the middle of a crisis.
Yep.
A worldwide crisis.
Probably the biggest medical crisis in human history. I mean, maybe the bubonic plague,
There was the plague.
I guess. Spanish
I guess,
influenza.
the plague,
Yeah, but
whatever.
those people are from history.
Yeah, we're from
Yeah.
the present. This is the most craziest thing happening in the present.
Most craziest thing to happen to millennials.
Yeah. To most people.
Yep. So, anyway, I have an away from the house job. You have an away from the house job.
Yep.
Now you go in for 4 hours a week. And I go
Now,
in...
because of the virus.
And now I go in never. I work completely from home now.
Yeah.
Because of the coronavirus.
Yeah. Why don't you tell them a little bit about the virus so people understand what's going on? I mean, we're not experts or anything, but like everyone's got a general idea of what's going on.
So, in case you don't know,
In case you like live under a rock and
Yeah.
like, don't talk to anyone ever.
In case you live under a rock, the coronavirus is basically seems like it's like a flu. It originated from Wuhan, China, from
Oh my gosh, you know so much more than me.
from somebody who ate a bat.
I don't think they've proven that correct.
Yeah, but it's probably true.
I feel like people have eaten bats before, though.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to eat bats for this very reason. Anyway.
Because they knew it was going to happen.
So started off in China. It's called COVID-19, which is actually, if you know the secret, it's actually a 2319 from Monsters, Inc.
That's so... Garrett, people aren't going to get that when you talk about it like that.
Yeah, they've seen Monsters, Inc.
No one knows what you're talking about, Garrett.
2319! We have a 2319!
Anyway, basically, it takes a long time to show up, and a lot of people can get hurt even if you can't most likely die from it. You can still carry it to someone who could die from it. So they're making a lot of people stay home for 2 weeks because it takes 2 weeks for it to even, like, come to appearance in your body.
Yeah.
Which is so weird.
Yep, so I'm a student at The Ohio State University. And my schooling has been canceled for the rest of the semester, at least in person. They're trying to move to distance learning, but it seems like they're having a hard time with that.
You think after all this time, they would have been more prepared for online learning.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what we're dealing with right now. And
Yep.
now
So
Jesse and I are home all the time now.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, like, you can't even, like, we talked about even just going to New York for this weekend, like, just for funsies, but there's nothing to do. Everyone's quarantined there. So, there's nowhere to go.
Right now, everyone's quarantined in New York. Everyone's quarantined in San Francisco. I'm betting this is going to happen to the whole nation. I bet everyone's just going to be quarantined pretty soon.
I don't know.
Across the whole country.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten bad yet. I just read an email today that had the first case associated with Ohio State today.
Ohio State University?
Yeah. So there was there were two people from Ohio State who both got it around the same time, but they both got to different coasts of the United States. So,
oh no! That's so funny.
Oh
my gosh, that's so funny.
So they quarantined, or they're watching everyone who was in contact with them, who is likely got infected by it. What are you doing? Stop hitting the table.
I didn't mean to. I'm cold. I'm sorry. My ring hit the table. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me on camera.
This is going horribly.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Anyway,
so, and we've wanted to start a podcast for a while, so this is our attempt to start a podcast.
It looks like you're reading a script.
I'm not reading a script.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not reading a script.
Uh-huh.
I'm not reading a script. I'm not that good of an actor.
Yeah, we don't do scripts. We're off the cuff.
Yep.
That was lame.
Just like this podcast. We decided we're going to do this podcast like a couple hours ago.
We have been trying to set up this podcast for a while, just as like something to do since we don't got a lot going on anyway. And then this happened, and so it gives us a more reason to do this.
Yeah.
Which is so weird and different and been a while. Last time we tried to film something for the podcast was January, and it is now mid to end March, so...
Yep.
But yeah, as far as the COVID virus going around thing, it has mostly just made people panicked, if anything, for the most part. And people are just forced to be home. Stores are closing. Businesses are closing. So everyone's going to get to know their families real well.
Yeah, that's true. That's something you pointed out. I was homeschooled my whole life, so I know my family super well because I spent all of my life pretty much around my family at home. Mm-hmm. So that's not that weird to me. But
some people.
But for some people who are not weirdo homeschoolers...
Some people who just
different.
aren't home very often, like, don't catch certain family members at certain times because they've got so much going on. Mm-hmm. They're going to get to know each other real well. Even you and me have gotten to know each other a little bit better. Mm-hmm. I learned that you know nothing about vampires.
Okay. I am a guy. I grew up in a house with 4 boys. I was the oldest of 4 boys.
Vampires are still a monster, though.
I did not watch Twilight.
But, like, still, you could have watched that episode with the bats in Magic School Bus.
I didn't watch the episode of Magic School Bus.
Oh. I can't even talk to you right now. Although I have to for the podcast.
Yes, please talk to me. This is going to be a horrible podcast if you don't talk to me.
I'll just talk to them.
So the reason this came up is because...
Anyway.
The reason this came up is because we watched What We Do in the Shadows, the Taika Waititi movie.
About vampires.
About vampires, and I was
laughing hysterically because I got all of the references, and he's like, I don't get why that's funny. And I'm like, You don't get why that's funny.
I didn't know it was about vampires. All I knew it was directed by Taika Waititi, and I like Taika Waititi because I like Thor Ragnarok.
Did you not know it was about vampires until you started watching it, or until before we put it in to watch it?
Before we put it in, because you mentioned it, I think, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I heard it was a mockumentary. I was like,
what did you think it was about before?
I wasn't sure. I didn't really care because the name Taika Waititi sold me on it.
Okay.
But
yeah. So speaking of movies, we've gotten to watch many a movie since this, and we are movie people, so that works out.
Yeah, so you may be...
Many a library movie.
Maybe you'll be hearing some movie reviews from us coming up in the near future.
Like Blockers. Which we watched for fun.
Yeah, well, it's don't hate on Blockers. Blockers was really good.
Yeah, it was insane.
I really enjoyed it. We watched that right after we watched... What did we watch before Blockers?
I think What We Do in the Shadows.
Was that the same day?
Yeah, that was the same day.
Yeah, so we've been featuring
We've been watching like 2 movies a night because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, so we watched What We Do in the Shadows, and we watched Blockers, and then we watched We watched Terminator. Because we'd never seen the first Terminator.
Yeah.
And then we watched Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, and then we've watched Game Night.
Oh yeah, we watched Game Night the other night,
was
which
really
is great.
funny.
We're really behind on movies. We're movie people, but we're really behind on these movies.
Yeah, well, you've been in school,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of hard with you working and being in school.
Are you yawning?
No.
Are you yawning on our podcast?
No.
I'm so ashamed.
Not doing anything.
You keep looking away from the camera. What? Why do you keep looking away from the camera?
I'm not yawning. I don't know
Are
what
you
you're
through?
talking about.
Are you through?
I know. Yes. Yes.
Anyway, so we'll probably watch a movie tonight. We'll probably come back with a movie review.
Yeah, sure, why not?
On our next podcast. Why don't we do that?
We'll probably watch T2.
T2, Terminator 2, Judgment
T2.
Day. Neither of us have seen it. We just
Which
saw
is
the
funny.
first Terminator for the first time.
It's funny though because it's about the world ending and the world is ending.
How do you know it's about the world ending?
Because the first Terminator was about the world ending.
Yeah.
It's
Sort
so
of, I
weird
guess.
because like that's like the book I'm reading right now. It's about like they keep mentioning like the apocalypse and like everyone's like there's gonna be a big fight across the whole world and I'm like that's so weird because everyone's fighting with this virus right now.
What book are you reading right now?
I'm reading the third book in a series.
Why are you being so cagey? What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm reading Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, which is the third and final book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. Are you happy?
I've never heard of this. Is this a book you speak of?
A book?
It is a
What do
book?
you mean a book?
I believe you are hiding something from us. Is this a novel?
Yes.
It is a novel.
It is a novel. What else would it be?
Because around the house, all I see you ever reading is manga.
I've just been really into Fruits Basket, okay? It's so good. It's so emotional. Oh my gosh. Kyo and Yoki. Don't even get me started. Okay, don't even get me started on Fruits Basket. That's like a whole nother thing. Anyway, the regular book series I'm reading is almost done, and that's the book, and that's what it's about.
So the camera's about to die, so what tips do you have for the apocalypse?
Bro, I don't know. I mean, honestly, like, just get food that you want, because I don't think we're gonna be, like, quarantined for too long. It's not like the stores aren't still gonna get supplies. It's not like the world still can't somewhat function, you know? So, get the food you want.
All right, stay safe out there.
Yeah.
All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.